Okay, we're going to get started. What we're looking to do is add a contact into Command. So we're going to go to our Command login page, put in our login credentials, and click Sign In. When we sign in, this is our Command dashboard. Everybody's might look slightly different, but we have some hot ticket items like tasks, recent leads, and birthdays and home anniversaries. But we're going to navigate on over to our contacts section. So I'm going to click on the second icon down, that's contacts. If you are unsure of these icons, you can click on the KW up at the top and it pops out and you can see the name of the icons. So we're on the contact section. Okay, so we're going to be adding a new contact today. So over here on the right-hand side, we're going to choose Add Contact, this blue button. And the first thing it's going to ask for is full name. So we're going to put in our client's name. Okay. And if that person has a spouse or another person that you want to add to your database, we can hit add relationship, and there is spouse and other categories of contacts that we can add that will be linked with this contact, which is great when it's time to start adding opportunities or transactions. Okay. So I'm going to leave it as is for today, and then we're going to come into our primary email. So it's important that we have at least the basic contact information for our clients so that we can market to them efficiently. So we want name, phone number, email, address, and tag them efficiently. So here we go, email. We're going to put in our client's email. Okay, then their phone number, and you can choose from personal, home, mobile, cell. So we'll say mobile. And you can change the country here, but it does default to US. Lead source type, so I'm just going to leave that as is. If this was a lead from another contact that was inside your database, you can hit select from contacts and choose that contact as your lead source, or there is a drop down menu here for how that lead came to you, either in prospecting or social media, sphere of influence, things like that. All right, then we can mark as lead. Mark as lead, this would be somebody who you have not met, or somebody came in maybe off of social media or an open house that you don't have a standing relationship with yet. So you would hit mark as lead. Okay, if you don't hit that, then they are just in your regular contact section, and that can be added or taken away at any given time. So then we're going to add the tags option. This is used for sorting, filtering, and marketing to your contacts. So a big one is, what type of contact is this? This was a buyer opportunity for me. So I'm going to choose buyer. And since I'm doing this just for testing, you can see that I have tester here as well. All right, so you can add as many of these as you want. Also, if the tag doesn't already exist in your tag list, you can create one for yourself. So we're just going to say that this person maybe came from my PTA group. PTA. Oop, I already have that one. Say I want to do a PTA mom. Okay, that one does not exist already here in my list. So I can just hit create custom tag. All right, choose what color I want that tag to be. Hit the word add, and now they're there. Now going forward, if I ever want to add this tag to somebody else and I type in PTA, it will be part of my list. Okay, so you can add as many tags as you want. Add more information. We'll scroll us down to additional contact information. And we have our preferred method of contact. Some of these you can use, you don't have to, but it does help when trying to develop your relationship with your contacts. So they prefer email. All right. If there's any additional emails or additional phone numbers, this spot is not meant for the spouse's information or the partner's information because that will be put on their own contact card. Okay. This is just if they happen to have an additional contact method. All right. Then we're going to come down to primary address. So we're going to put in our address. And you're going to see that my computer is automatically going to choose an address here. This is actually from Google Maps that it's pulling from. So when I choose that, it will pin that as a location. We're also going to do this little guy here, same as mailing address. So that way in the future, if I want to print mailing labels or download a spreadsheet that has the mailing addresses on them, this address will be included as a mailing address. If it is not a mailing address and maybe it's a secondary home or anything like that, you can always switch that up to one of these other categories, but it's home. Okay. You can add multiple addresses here as well. Social profiles. This is going to help you guys connect with your contacts on a social platform. So if your contact is on Facebook or on another social media platform like Instagram, LinkedIn, Snapchat, MySpace, a URL or a website, we can place URLs here and they will become clickable in the contacts profile. So if you're looking for something to talk to about with your client, you can put their social media profile in there, check on that person's social profile before making a phone call, and then you'll have access to a conversational piece. Okay. And you can add as many of those. We can add additional profiles by clicking there. Okay. And then we're going to come down to the about section. We have legal name. This is great for people who use nicknames, or maybe their name is different in the way that they sign or have to do paperwork. So it's great to have their legal or full name in here. That way we know when it's time to do transactions, what name we should be technically using. Description, birthday. Make sure you put your birthday, and if you've sold a home with somebody, you absolutely know their home anniversary. So these two are big. These are easy to use smart plans down the road that will remind you of so-and-so's birthday or that their home anniversary is coming up. So make sure you guys add the dates here. Additional relationships and company information. If you're entering referral partners or preferred vendors, this is great for their company and job title. And then we have our custom section where you can see I have added a few custom fields. So there's lots of fields in this contact card. However, sometimes we want to add an additional question or an additional field for ourselves. So you can hit add a custom field, and then you can select from fields that you've already created. So things that might be important to ask your person. Maybe you send out holiday cards and you want to know if they are getting a Christmas card or a Hanukkah card or a Kwanzaa card. Maybe do they have children? Maybe their favorite sports team, so that when you have tickets come up for your local baseball game or hockey game, you're able to invite them for a night out, things like that. So this is a really nice option for you guys to add additional talking points or insights into your contact relationship. All right. So then we can go ahead and hit create. That's going to create a card for that contact, and it's going to open the full contact up. Okay. And you can see my contacts information came here. Here's also that mark as lead. If we decided we wanted to change that, we can check or uncheck this box. Email is clickable. Phone number is clickable. And don't forget to use this, guys. This is now visible inside of your mobile version of Command. So if you open up Carrie's contact inside your mobile version, you'll be able to click on her phone number and call straight from your cell phone. You can also see, because I had put in this address here, that it assigned a primary neighborhood to Carrie. All right, and this is the neighborhood that was assigned, dropped in that pin by Google Maps using next door neighborhoods. So what can we do with that? We can add them to a neighborhood nurture plan. So again, why it's really important to have as much contact information about a potential client or a contact you put into your database is we can then start doing actionable items with that information. Okay, come down, you can see all your info. If I had placed a social profile here, the link would be clickable right here. All right, so now say you have to edit this, or you missed something, or you got additional information. Right here is the pencil. All right, you can open that up and you can add additional information. If we hit the three dots, we can immediately add to a smart plan. I can move it to a different account, or I can resubscribe them to any smart plans and archive the contact. Archive is a safe safety net for you guys so that you don't automatically delete your contact, and all of this data in the timelines and save searches and opportunities that you're going to be creating for them. We don't want to lose all that data. So you can always archive your contact and bring them back into action later. Okay. So this is your contact, transactions, opportunities, smart plans. Okay. Tasks, notes, and save searches, which we can get into in our contact management. But that's how you enter a contact. If I come back to my contacts here, this is back to my list. All right, and then if I search for that contact, Carrie, contact, there she is. There's all her information.